The popular narrative says the Dodgers are just picking up scraps, cheap veterans filling minor gaps with Andy Ibanez and Drew Fitzgerald. But here is the shocking reality. With these two lightning-fast utility signings, the Dodgers just stealthily achieved a cumulative defensive runs saved rating for their bench infield depth that is demonstrably superior to the depth they carried during their 2020 World Series campaign. And they did it for a combined salary barely cracking the league minimum threshold, showcasing a ruthlessness only this front office possesses.
This is not merely depth. This is a tactical, surgical strike aimed squarely at maximizing positional flexibility, and it signals something far darker for one fan favorite, a mystery we must unravel. Welcome back to 609 True News, where we analyze the hidden machinations of baseball's deepest front office. Because if you thought the Dodgers were done making moves, you clearly haven't been paying attention to the deafening silence surrounding Kike Hernandez.
The double acquisition of Ibanez and Fitzgerald, two established, defense-first veterans, hit the league like a thunderclap, especially given the timing. Ibanez, 32, a Cuban infielder most recently with the Tigers, brings with him the critical ability to handle third base, a position where he logged 55 games last season, achieving a respectable .968 fielding percentage. We're talking about a player who, despite a modest 2023 slash line of .230 with 4 home runs, offers the defensive range to handle every inner infield position, plus surprisingly viable coverage in left field, a skill set that screams plug and play. Simultaneously, the acquisition of Drew Fitzgerald, 31, a left-handed hitter released by the Twins, is even more compelling from a purely analytical standpoint. This is a man whose defining trait is an almost absurd versatility. He's a defense-first specialist who, according to internal scouting reports, has played every single position on the diamond except catcher during his minor league career. Imagine that utility, a walking Swiss Army knife for the bullpen, capable of instantly stabilizing any defensive late-game situation. The immediate reaction from the baseball world was split down the middle. One camp, led by the veteran scout known only as the General, sees this as the ultimate expression of championship-caliber planning. People are calling this stopgap material, the General argues, his voice gravelly with experience. But they misunderstand the modern baseball equation. The moment a core player pulls a hamstring in July, having a guy like Fitzgerald, who maintains a 99% efficiency rate whether he's covering second or temporarily fielding in left, is priceless. It saves the season, period. They're betting on 162 games, not just opening day. The General emphasizes that the true value lies in the floor they establish, noting that Ibanez's 2023 .8 WAR, while low, represents reliable baseline performance far superior to throwing a high upside but inconsistent rookie into a high-pressure spot. However, the opposing side, championed by the fiery analyst Massa, is utterly convinced this is a cynical, purely transactional move designed to serve as cheap, disposable insurance. Let's be real, Massa snaps. Ibanez is a platoon player whose career OPS plus dips below 80 against right-handed pitching. If he doesn't hit above 250 by May 1st, he is a designated for assignment candidate. This is filler, pure and simple. A sacrificial lamb until the trade deadline when they either acquire a true asset or a prospect surfaces. It smells like leverage. And this brings us directly to the core emotional conflict of this entire transaction, the shadow of Kike Hernandez. Kike, the beloved utility king, the man who embodies Dodger spirit, remains an unsigned free agent, recovering from left elbow surgery. He is the ultimate utility player, charismatic, clutch, and capable of playing center field effectively. Yet Ibanez and Fitzgerald are direct, immediate competition for his specific role in roster slot. Many fans, hoping for a dramatic reunion, argue passionately that the Dodgers desperately need Kike's locker room presence and the veteran leadership he provides, a factor that cannot be measured by simple WAR statistics. But this is where the cold, hard logic of the Dodgers front office absolutely refutes the counterargument.
While fans clamor for Kike's infectious energy, the organization is focused on guaranteed performance and cost certainty, while Kike's value is depressed due to injury uncertainty. The Ibanez signing in particular targets the third base corner outfield flexibility that was Kike's primary value proposition. They have essentially replaced Kike's theoretical return with two known, inexpensive quantities. The escalation here is undeniable, leading us to the climax. The Dodgers have used these two signings not as substitutes, but as powerful negotiating leverage. The true painful plot twist that is emerging is that the Dodgers never truly intended to meet Kike's asking price, or perhaps they already had a low internal valuation on his post-surgery readiness. They needed to demonstrate that the utility market was deep and readily available. They needed to show Kike's agent they could staff their bench with proven MLB veterans instantly, thus severely limiting Kike's options and forcing his potential contract lower. The emotional connection here is profound and saddening. Imagine Kike, watching from the sidelines, seeing his defining roles instantly filled by two men whose combined salary barely equals 1 month of a mid-tier starter. It's a gut punch. A cold, calculated move designed to exploit a player's vulnerability. Ibanez's ability to handle the hot corner and Fitzgerald's near-perfect fielding percentage across 3 infield spots make them functionally equivalent, if not defensively superior, to a 90% healthy Kike, all without the long-term contract pressure. This move isn't about winning games in April. It's about controlling the depth, the budget, and the negotiation leverage, making them the most ruthless front office in baseball. The open loop is now closed, revealing the tragedy. These brilliant tactical signings are the final, decisive nail in the coffin of the emotional reunion that thousands of fans were desperately hoping for. If you want to keep up with these sudden, electrifying shifts in the MLB landscape, smash that like button, share this video with your fellow diehards, and subscribe to 609 True News so you don't miss our next deep dive. The question remains, did the Dodgers finally cut the emotional cord with Kike, sacrificing heart for hyper-efficiency? Or is there still a dramatic, last-minute path back for the beloved utility king? Let me know your prediction in the comments below.